What's up, VC? Stavros with another vinyl community update. Um, I gotta tell you, the videos in the last 2-3 weeks have been phenomenal. I think Fred Big Star 1000's Gimme 10 is unbelievable, and all the finds, and I've just been enjoying the hell out of videos. And there's more and more interaction, it seems, which is what makes this a community, which is great. Um, got an update, some recent additions, some old stuff that I've been getting reacquainted with, but it's all new to you, and that's what matters. So I'll just get started. This is the Third Man Records latest vault release. This is Jack White. He went on a tour 2 years ago, a year ago, where he hit the only states he'd never played in, which was Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Alaska, I think. And did an acoustic tour where they announced the show that day. First come, first serve, $3, and it was acoustic. I thought it was a really cool idea, and they released it on vinyl in this lenticular box. I don't even know what lenticular means, but apparently it's this. Very nice box. Takes up a lot of room on the shelves. Comes with this card that tells you all about the shows. They've got some nice pictures from the shows. And then there's two records. This is the Idaho show on this blue swirl vinyl thing. Looks nice. The important part is that it actually sounds pretty good, even though it's United Records. And the sleeve is all messed up. Oh well. So 2 records, and hearing Jack White stuff, a lot of the songs are from his Lazaretto album. I think that was the most recent one. And hearing them done acoustic with a 4-piece with a guitar, acoustic guitar, slide guitar, stand-up bass, and a cello, I believe, or a violin or something. It is great. It also comes with, I can't even get these out of here, a record sleeve inside, should you want to take it out of the box and save yourself some room on the shelves, which I'm going to have to do. That's the band for this concert. And then they have the Unknown States booklet that's got some really cool pictures. They do a really good job with their packaging, man. I mean, when I first started collecting was when Third Man Records, I guess, first started, and I really was into all this shit they did with the liquid-filled records and the tricolors and the this and the that and the other, and then after a while, I realized it's about the music, and while I dig a lot of the White Stripe stuff, I dig a lot of Jack White's projects, Dead Weather, although their last album was okay, Raconteurs, etc., comes with a DVD of the concert. I still can't, I'm not trying to collect everything. Still can't bring myself to not subscribe to the vault because I think they do such a good job. So that's acoustic in Idaho. Good stuff. Next, Little Feat, Waiting for Columbus live show from '78 on mobile. This is the Mobile Fidelity pressing. This is a pretty beat up copy. It's got some pops, but I love this album. If you listen to Fat Man in a Bathtub and it doesn't get your head moving and your hips swaying and you don't dig it, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Fat Man in the Bathtub. Phenomenal song. This is Blue Sky Black Death Noir. Double LP gatefold on Sly vinyl. I believe this was 2013. This was Sly Vinyl's first release. as a label. They reissued this album. Can't remember when the first one, but electronic, down-tempo type of stuff. Really good. Really mellow. And you can sit outside and have a couple of drinks, listen to this, and zone out for a while, which is what I did. Highly recommended. This is just a black version. This is the repress on black. They did some version with one LP was like purple or blue, and the other one was red or something, and those are like $300. Next up, Future Islands singles on 4AD from 2014. What is this? Synth pop, I would guess. Synth pop? Yeah. And this guy's voice, the lead singer's voice, is very unique. I dig it. Saw them live in DC. I was there on a business trip, and they happened to be playing, and I went. And I thought they were great. So I picked this up. Picked up some of the other stuff. And synth pop's not the genre that I'm very familiar with, but really dig this. I thought this was one of the better albums of 2014, I think. That was when it was released. Some people call it cheesy. That's okay. Different strokes for different folks. Really dig this. Just got this from Barnes & Noble with some coupons or some shit. Bob Mould. Patch the Sky. This is his new solo album. Bob Mould from Husker Du. Alternative rock, I guess. Dig the cover. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive release, which I think all that means is that there's a very small, like 3x5 something. They call it an art print. It's like a pamphlet that's signed by Bob. Whatever. The music. Good alternative rock. I really dig the music. I just so wish they would have done a better job with the sound. This is on Merge, 2016 on Merge Records. It sounds really compressed. The music is good, but the sound for a record, I guess that's what you're going to get if you're going to get a 2016 release on vinyl, but it just sounds even more compressed than the other stuff out there. But his music, I dig it. Maybe just get it digitally. God forbid, digital. I don't listen to digital either. It's okay. Heliotropes. What to say about Heliotropes? This is a Constant C. I believe this is their debut album, maybe their only album. This was limited out of 50. I guess they signed it. Jessica sits with Brian and Keith. I don't know what that means. On Goodnight Records, 2014. Garage rock, fuzzy guitars, female singers, really, really good stuff. Gives my wife a headache, so I know I'll enjoy it. Check it out. It's not the greatest garage rock I've ever heard, but I think it's worth checking out. Heliotropes, A Constant C, 2014 on Goodnight Records. Found this in a $2 bin and was psyched. Cover's pretty beat up, but Eric Dolphy, Outward Bound. This is phenomenal. I love Eric Dolphy. He's got Freddie Hubbard on here on trumpet, Jackie Byard on piano, George Tucker on bass, and Roy Haynes on drums. I think Green Dolphin Street, which is the second track on side one, is phenomenal. This is a reissue on OJC Records, whatever the hell that is. 1982. This is a reissue from 1982. Like I said, I'm repeating myself, but if you like Eric Dolphy and you don't have Outward Bound, find it. This is very, very juicy. You know, I've had a Richard Houghten release on like several videos, and I'm on a big kick of his. This is his newest one. This was limited to 49 or 50 or something, and they did the thing where they number it up here again. All DIY. Richard Houghten, amazing guitarist, producer, etc. from California. I dig everything he does. This is a total DIY job. It's not even a sleeve. So you've got this artwork for the front, and then the sleeve, and then this is on the back. Now, the album's called All Guitars. It's all covers. As you can see, he covers Flying Lotus, Aphex Twin, Grimes, Clams Casino, and even Eric Satie in here. It's called All Guitars, and I believe he used one guitar and fiddled with it to the point where he made a bunch of different sounds, and the only other instrument on here is a cello played by a woman who's masterful. He did the cutting, he did the mastering, he did everything. It's all DIY, lathe cut. And how am I going to show you this? Let's see if I can show you this. There is an etching on the middle. Can't see it. In any case, where the label goes, there's a beautiful etching. Wish I could show you, but I can't. So, Richard Houghten, Houghten. Check him out if you dig guitar. His stuff can be a little pricey since he does it all himself, and he only releases, 50 to 100 per album. But Sonata de Griot is amazing. All Guitars is amazing, and he also did that album team up called Cosmic Gift. So check those out if you like guitar. Really, really good stuff. I can't recommend enough. Newest purchase, Chris Robinson Brotherhood, their newest, what is this called? Any Way You Love, We Know How You Feel. This is on Silver Arrow Records, which I believe is Chris Robinson's record label. I believe it was pressed at GZ. Everything he does is on 45 RPM because he's a sound analog record head. However, there's only 2 tracks on each side of this double LP, so get ready to get up and down. This cover's terrible. I don't like it. Their other stuff has very cool artwork. The inner sleeves have very cool artwork. I don't know. I don't like this. This looks cheesy to me. I love Chris Robinson. I love his brother Rich Robinson. I wish they love each other because the Black Crowes were great. I love Rich Robinson's solo stuff. And Chris Robinson Brotherhood tours all the freaking time, and their shows are really cheap. If they come to your area and you like jam bands and you like to hear some soul covers, some classic rock covers, really good. And this guy, Neil Casal, did all the music for the intermissions for the last Grateful Dead shows in Chicago and Santa Clara or Monica or wherever it was. Phenomenal guitarist, great songwriter. So the music in here, it's Chris Robinson Brotherhood, psych rock, folk rock, piano stomping rock, good stuff. Not their best album. If you can find Betty's Blends Volume 1, which is a bunch of live performances at an affordable price, I highly recommend. I dig Chris Robinson Brotherhood quite a bit. So, my son is 3, and he obviously spends a lot more time with my wife in the car, etc., than he does with me, going to school, etc. And I am blowing up. My apologies. And, he listens to a lot of top 40 stuff in the car with his sister and his mom, and a lot of Stitches and all this other stuff. So, my wife was nice enough to get him a bunch of t-shirts from bands like Pink Floyd and Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Black Crowes and this other stuff. And he loves his Pink Floyd t-shirt, and now every morning for the past week he says, "Daddy, can we listen to Pink Floyd at 6:30 in the morning?" And I say, yes, absolutely. We can listen to as much Pink Floyd as you want. His favorite is Delicate Sound of Thunder because he likes the guy with the light bulbs on his jacket and the guy with the birds. But this week, We spun Division Bell. This is the 20th anniversary reissue. Sounds pretty good. Beautiful cover, Hypnosis. God, I love your covers. I don't have to say much about that. Floyd, you guys all know Floyd. And we also spun Animals, which I believe is now getting close to replacing Delicate Sound of Thunder as his favorite. What a great album, man. I haven't spun this front to back in a very long time. And I'd like to thank my son for getting me to do it. Phenomenal. And then lastly, Grateful Dead, Without a Net. These are shows from 1990, I believe. All live performances from the 89-90 tour. Triple LP, triple gatefold. It was hard finding an affordable copy of this. I think I got it from selling in Germany or something. But I love the Dead, as you all know. And Without a Net, you know, I got in the Dead late. I got in the Dead when I went to college. So Grateful Dead, Without a Net was one of the albums that got me into them, because Mississippi Half Step on this is phenomenal. And then Branford Marsalis plays a sax on Eyes of the World on this. And even though this was a time when they were hit or miss in terms of performance, the performances are great. And the cover's great. And the sound is great. And I love it. And it's one of my go-to albums when it's nice and sunny outside. This is on Arista, BMG, 1990. Grateful Dead. Keep on reeling and rocking. VC, thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment. Give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs down. Keep listening to tunes. Keep making videos. Peace from the den.